Hey, what's going on, chess lovers? This is Maurice Bishop Chess. So y'all know my slogan: "Life is a game of chess." Hey guys, I have a beautiful, beautiful game that I want to share with y'all. It is like absolutely crazy, guys. So without further ado, let's actually get started. Obviously, guys, he plays C4 and I play E5. For all y'all that don't know, when I play E5, I usually try to do my secret weapon opening for black, but in this case, my opponent actually played the English. So that's pretty much what he did. So he goes knight c3, I go d6, g3, and then I go knight c6. Bishop g2, and I immediately go h5. Now, normally, guys, most opponents will go h4 to stop the h5, h4. If you have been looking at a lot of my live games, you will know that usually when they go knight f3, I just automatically go h4, and then for instance, guys, usually after h4, they take with the knight. I just automatically just take with the rook. And if he takes queen h4, it's a lot of tactical stuff with this and everything. So yeah, you definitely gotta check it out. All right, but in this case, my opponent after h5, my opponent does goes h4, and then I just go bishop g4. Obviously, you don't want to go f3 because you'll leave this pawn kind of like weak in a way, so you don't really want to do that. So so yeah, so after bishop g4, my opponent just developed with knight f3. I go queen d7. Eventually, like if he does castle, I can go bishop h3 to exchange the light square bishop. This is what I have in mind. As well as, obviously castle queenside, get the d file open, and eventually maybe knight e7 or maybe knight f6 and push on d5 to open up the d file. That's the name of the game. All right, so my opponent goes queen b3, and this is typical, guys, because usually once you castle queenside, they may want to go queen captures b2 checkmate once this knight come out. But of course, guys, I still go castle queenside anyway. He goes knight d5, and I just develop with knight f6. Uh, and obviously, because I know a lot of people would be like, well, if he takes the knight, you're gonna have double pawns and everything. But in this case, guys, I wouldn't really care because I'll have the g file and everything. So, and that's really what I want to do. So after he takes, I take back. He goes d3, and obviously, guys, he wants to develop his dark square bishop. It's not like he could go b2, b3 due to obviously the queen is in front of the pawn. All right, so what to do here? So in this case, guys, I go f5. This is exactly what I do. I go f5. Now you're probably wondering, you're just gonna give him a post and everything, but just bear with me, guys. Bishop g5, I just go bishop b7, white castles, and of course this is a logical move, guys, because white wants to castle, he want to put himself in a safe space, and then also it's the opposite side castling because I'm on queen side, he's on the king side, and eventually, I mean, it just seems logical because maybe he could go queen a3, maybe move the pawns to b4, cause a pawn storm, different options that white could probably do, right? So I do something else, guys. I break free with e4. This is what I do. You're gonna understand why I'm doing this. After e4, he goes bishop captures e7. I go queen captures e7. He takes, I take, and then he goes knight g5. Now, obviously, guys, as you see, it just looks like black doesn't really have anything right now. It just seems like he just, I don't know. It just looks like he's just not really doing anything, right? So the pawn is on e4, so it looks like it's going to be taken anyway. Obviously, I don't want to go f3 because he'll just go f3. And then if I take back, he could just take back with this. And then my light square bishop is trapped. And of course, white will have the advantage, right? So I go knight d4, guys. This is the move I do. I do knight d4. I'm hitting the queen, and I'm also hitting knight captures e2. Queen a4, right? So queen a4 is the move. So the move that I played, guys, I played knight captures e2. He goes king h2. Now, in this position, as you can see, this pawn is still hanging or whatever. It's definitely still hanging, right? So what do you think that I've done in this position right here? If you already looked at the variation, because I just closed it, but I'm hoping y'all didn't see it though. But I'll give y'all, if you haven't seen it, I'll give y'all 3 seconds to figure it out, to figure out what's my next move. Pause the video if you need to pause the video. All right, guys. If you figured it out and everything, the move that I played was Queen captures G5. Queen captures G5. Obviously, my opponent, he actually takes the queen, because obviously if he didn't take, then it would be kind of crazy, right? My next move is H4. This is the move that I played. Now, my opponent in this position, he played Bishop H3. I go H capture G3 check. And of course, guys, he can't take with the king due to the fact that uh, he can't take with the king due to the fact that, guys, I'm still hitting this bishop anyway with the check with rook captures h3. But my opponent goes king g2. All right. So I go bishop captures h3, and again he can't take due to the knight is guarding that pawn. Also, he can't go king f3 because the pawn is on e4. Can't go king g1 because the knight is here. And obviously, he can't go h2 because of the pawn guarding that square. So the only move he has left is king h1. And then after that, bishop captures f1 is checkmate. Pretty nice queen sacrifice, right? But let's look at this guy. Let's see what else he probably could have done. So what if he would have just came bishop captures, which I thought that probably was, to me, in my opinion, I think that would have been the best move, guys. After I take the pawn with a check, the only move he really has is king g1. But again, guys, it's pretty much the same thing. Rook h2 checkmate. Again, the bishop or the king can't go f3 because the bishop is on f3. Knight is guarding that square because it's on e2, guarding the g1 square. And obviously, guys, you can't take because the pawn is guarding that as well. So doesn't matter, right? So what else? What else after this move? Let's say he takes. So I said bishop captures f3. So there's really nothing that he could have really done in this position. I'm trying to see besides this bishop captures. I was thinking about this f4 move, but again, it still doesn't. I don't think it still works though, because then. Oh no, it's still checkmate. It's still checkmate. It doesn't even matter. It's still checkmate even so. It's not that he could have done. No matter how I look at this position, it's like queen captures g5 had to be the correct move. Definitely the correct move, because it's really not that he could have done in this position at all. But yeah, definitely a crazy checkmate, guys. Definitely a crazy queen sacrifice. Probably one of my best queen sacrifice. A lot of y'all might be wondering, how did you analyze that? And I did this with a bullet game. So you got to think, guys, moves like these, especially with I have like 3 or more pieces surrounding the king. Especially because he's locked in like this. You gotta look at it this way. After this knight catches e2, how did I come up with this? Well, again, guys, I already seen that, technically, you got to imagine, like, you got to use your imagination. If this pawn wasn't here at all, and this pawn, like, if 2 of these pawns wasn't here at all, and this knight wasn't here, then obviously you already know this would be already, like, checkmate and everything, right? So you kind of got to put that in perspective, you know what I mean? Like, what could you do? And then also I look at the H file. I always talk about the H file, guys, and on my YouTube channel, the H file. I always talk about that. You got to have that in your head. Basic fundamentals. If you haven't gotten the My System book by Aaron Isovich, guys, I need to get that book, because it really stresses the importance of the ranks and the 7th rank and open files and diagonal files and everything. It talks about the importance of that. So you got to utilize that. Also, checkmate patterns as well, which is another one, which I think will also help y'all as well if y'all look at those puzzles. And then, guys, the one that I was telling y'all about, I talked about in my other video called "Improve Your Chess Tactics." I did talk about that, so definitely get that book. But anyway, queen capture g5. Yeah, and after this move, and then also, guys, I'm looking at pretty much in my mind, I'm calculating the spaces that the king can move, and I realized doing this move right here, he really has limited the space. There's nothing that he could have done, especially with this knight guarding everything, and with this bishop on G2, it's helping me out incredibly. You know what I mean? And then by him going bishop H3, taking, king G2. Um, the crazy part, guys, which is kind of funny though. Nah, it's really not. They didn't really know he could really do. I was thinking about bishop f3, but of course this bishop is pinned because the king is in the same diagonal. So yeah, it didn't matter. Bishop catches h3, and then bishop catches f1. That's checkmate. So yes, but yeah, guys, I just wanted to share that video with y'all because this was like, I gotta say one of the best queen sacks in this game. And the crazy part, guys, when I was recording, my whole stuff shut down. Not my computer, but my recording shut down. So it's just crazy. So I wish I had this on live, guys, because this was definitely awesome. But anyway, guys, if you like this video, make sure you like, share, comment. Let me know what you think. And also, guys, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. All right, guys. Peace.